Petti.
Hey.
You've been waiting there while this was happening. You've been there for about 10 minutes. And as you are waiting, a young-looking male halfling approaches you, and he kind of just ignores you. Doesn't think you're there for him. So he just kind of starts unlocking the box and pulling out papers and stuff. He kind of does start to notice your kind of seductive gaze at him, and just kind of uncomfortably looks at you but doesn't speak to you. He just kind of keeps going about his business, and then he sort of locks the box back up. He starts to walk off.
Hello.
He stops, kind of almost dropping what he has, and kind of turns around and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
I have some questions for you.
Okay.
I heard you were talking to the orc man Tarim last week.
Tarim Belmash? Yes.
Would you happen to know where he would be about?
Where he is? Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tarim Belmash, yeah. I delivered a letter to his wife not long ago.
Ah, the dead blonde.
Dead? Is for they're dead?
Yes.
Oh, that...
She died of the plague.
Oh, that's terrible.
Which is sad because we cured it 15 minutes later.
He's kind of not sure what to think about that. It was yeah, well, anyway, Tarim gave me this letter to deliver to the apothecary up the way.
The apothecary, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Oot?
Yeah, I guess that's her name.
Oh, we know her well. I can take the letter.
I don't know if that's appropriate.
Ah, well, where is he? Why couldn't he give the letter to Oot?
I don't know. He went into the city, and that's the last I heard. He gave this to me on his way out.
You don't know anything about his whereabouts? Anyone who he knows? Any friends within the city?
I don't think he had many friends.
Ah, stands to reason he's an orc.
But he kind of starts to look at a watch that isn't there because those don't exist, and looks about. He's like, "Look, I've got a lot of deliveries to make today. If you give me something in return, I'll give you this letter to deliver to Oot."
Something in return? What do you want? You want the keys?
Do I have to spell it out for you, lady? Gold.
Gold? Okay. I guess that will do as well. Where is my gold?
It should be down at the bottom, next to GP. There's a number.
Oh. Whew. I'm rich. Okay. What's your price, mailman?
I don't know. I mean,
what do you want? 10 gold?
Just give him 1 gold.
Never mind. 1 gold. How's this?
And he looks at it totally not expecting you to pull out any gold. He's like, "Well, here you go." And he gives you the letter that he's supposed to deliver to Oot.
Perfect. I shall deliver this letter promptly. Go on your way.
All right. Thanks. And he runs off into the city.
Petti opens the letter immediately after he leaves.
It is addressed to Oot. It's from Tarim, and it's basically just telling her that he botched the plan, and then he needs to lay low for a while. She should probably do the same. He'll be hiding at the Dark Fern Inn for the foreseeable future, so he instructs her to destroy the letter after she reads it.
All right. Petti's putting the letter back in her satchel and then goes up to Sorrel. What's his name?
Soros.
Soros?
Yeah.
Please call him Sorrel.
Well, she wasn't there when he said his name, so she's gonna go up to him and be like, "Elf boy, the elf boy, hello."
He audibly turns to his partner and just says, "What is with these people today?" "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Where did my friends go?
"I sent them to the Barrow Moon's Inn, just up the road."
A tavern, huh?
"Yep."
Ah, figures. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. And she walks off to go find where that is.
Okay. By this point, you guys have found the Barrow Moon's Inn. As you walk in, it's kind of a lively atmosphere. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. There's a lot of just people moving about. A lot of young people you noticed right off the bat.
It's the boot.
As you look, it's a very well-made tavern. It's obviously like not high-end, but it's nice. And as you look up, the ceiling is kind of painted to look like the night sky. Behind the table, there is a red-haired woman. From what you can tell, she is probably a furbolg.
A who?
She's tending the bar. Seems like she's pretty busy. She's slinging drinks left and right. There's a lot of people just like sitting at the bar. What would you like to do?
Oskar approaches the bar because he would like a drink. Excuse me. I'd like to order one of your drinks. I have just killed the plague with my friends, and I would like to celebrate.
Cured the plague, you say? Well, how'd you do that?
It is very complicated. I could tell you if you want to know.
Just a moment. And she kind of hands a few more drinks out, makes a few more things, and she comes back and she just kind of like slams her elbows onto the table and puts her chin in her hands. Tell me all about it.
Well.
First, can you please tell me if you have any moonberries?
Any what?
Any moonberries?
What's a moonberry?
Fuck.
Seriously, what's a moonberry?
I don't know. Just
You have to prepare me for those things. I don't know what a moonberry is.
I don't know.
I think my friend here would be satisfied with just some wine, maybe. But back to the plague. So, we found the stinky dead people. We asked about the stinky dead people. We found big footprints. Then we found a yellow flower, and that did it. May I have a beer?
For that? Absolutely. And she gets like the biggest keg she has off the wall. It's like basically bigger than your head, and just fills it with beer and slams it down on the table. It's like, there you go, savior.
Thank you.
And for you?
What kind of selection of tea do you have? Specifically berry juice tea.
We got some moonberry tea.
Oskar, can you believe this bitch? Now she knows what moonberry is. Yes, that will be delightful.
All right. And she kind of goes over there and kind of like takes out a kettle and starts heating up some.
I also assisted in this.
Oh, did you? That's nice. She continues what she's doing.
Sorin sits in her chair and starts to kind of seethe quietly, and as she does, her connection to the kind of shadowy Raven Queen realm causes her eyes to glow purple and kind of black shadowy smoke to emit from her feathers.
She turns and notices what you're doing, and she kind of like drops what she's carrying. She's like, "Stop that right now! Do you want to get arrested?"
For what?
Magic!
Oskar like wipes the foam from his beard and he's just like, is that not allowed?
Not openly. The government fully recognizes that there are magical people here, but we can't just use it willy-nilly. There's lots of rules and restrictions. Mostly only the guards are allowed to use it.
Why?
I mean, you've got a city full of non-humans. Everybody's got something magical about them. What? Too much of that could explode.
Oh, snap. This is a revelation. I wonder how Petti is doing.
At that moment, a blast opens the door. Petti throws the doors open. Hello, my friends!
Petti!
Ah, it is Oskar, the one I respect. How are you doing? She comes up and plops down at the bar.
Can I get you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll have a glass of your finest wines.
All right. She turns around and pulls like a glass off the wall and fills it with this wine that's almost black and puts it down in front of you.
This is your finest wine?
Best in the city.
You should taste it.
It is the best wine you have ever tasted in your life.
Oh my god. This is the finest wine I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah, you've heard of white wine and red wine, but this is obsidian wine.
I'm getting sloshed tonight. But first, my friends, I have very many things to address with you. Petti puts a gold coin on the bar. It's like, come, let's go sit in quiet. She says, very conspicuously, looking around, and then winks at each of them in a very obvious manner.
What have you to say from the postman?
We must go into a private corner.
In a bar?
Yes.
Do you think there's a private room?
In the bar?
It's an inn.
In the inn?
You can get one.
Oh.
We like a room.
We should have Oskar ask, since clearly he participated the most in the saving of the shanty town.
Is that what she's been telling? Is that what they've been telling
Oskar was just telling them what happened.
But Petti, we must discuss something that we just found. Apparently, magic is outlawed.
Magic? But magic is so wonderful.
Says the barkeeper.
Oh, barkeeper. Can we get a room?
She looks at the three of you. She's like, just the one?
One room.
Okay. That'll be 1 silver per night.
That's it?
Well, if you'd care to make it 3.
No. 1 silver sounds great.
Oskar doesn't mind paying. I'll just put 1 gold on the counter.
We will have all the rooms.
Let's do that. Let's rent them all out.
I'll have some more of that obsidian wine sent up for you on the house.
Ah.
Thank you. What was your name?
She consults her notes.
Checks her name tag.
Your lie.
Your lie. Thank you.
Would this 1 gold admit us to have all your rooms?
I only have the 2 rooms. If you want them both, I suppose.
Yes. Could we also dismiss your patrons for the evening for this entire gold piece?
Oh my god.
Sorry, dear. These patrons are worth the weight in gold.
We will take the 1 room. Let us go, comrades.
Comrades. All right, so we go up to our room, and that's when Petti whips out the letter. This is what I got from the postman. Read it. It gives the whereabouts of our murderer. she gives the letter to her friend.
Were you listening when I said what it says? I'll just reiterate what the letter says. It's addressed to Oot. It is from Tarim Belamash, the orc who was married to the woman who you watched die. It is basically telling her that he botched the plan and he needs to lay low for a while, and she should do the same thing. He will be at the Dark Fern Inn for the foreseeable future. And he also instructs her to destroy the letter after she reads it.
Of course he's in another inn.
This inn is fine.
I wonder if the other one's nicer.
Will they send us in obsidian wine over there too? Because this wine is very good.
I don't know. She did have moonberry juice. Well, I suppose we should ask for directions there first.
Well, let's see. What time is it?
Did Oral tell us where this inn was?
You arrived outside the gates at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's like maybe noon.
Okay, so we still got time.
We did a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very small area that you were walking around in.
I guess we can leave.
Well, yeah, but we have this as our like main base, right? This is like our spot.
For at least the night.
Yeah,
Or like,
a few nights.
I mean, I tried to bribe her to basically make it a home base, and she wasn't having it.
I think we could probably still use it as a home base.
We could just kill her.
she is my friend.
Friend, enemy.
Oskar thinks at least we could like go check out the other end while we have this room for the
So
night.
do we know where this other inn is?
No. We can go ask though. We can turn on the charm, do a little flirting, get a little information, show a little leg.
Oh.
Or we could just ask the innkeeper.
We could do that too. All right, let's go ask her.